the passion is alive. Previews and reviews, keeping you in the vibe. Player ratings coming in like a tidal wave. Leeds Steppin' TV, it's your football fave. Every match day we got the insight you crave. Diving into details like a deep sea wave. But kick off to the whistle, we got you in the know. Leeds Steppin' TV, your football hero. We scream, we cheer, together we rise. Football's our language.
Hello, welcome to Leeds Steppin' TV.
Transfer Rumours show. How you doing, Lee?
Yeah, good, yeah.
Well, we got back after dropping Delilah off, didn't we? And we thought we'd do a quick video. Hope everybody's doing well out there, by the way. Right then, Lee, where do we start? Because there's been loads of news going about. But look, I don't trust this outlet as much as than what maybe I should, but I just don't trust it as much. But I just wanted to share this story because I did think it was interesting. So this is from Leeds United News, right? From a guy called Will Butcher. This morning at 7:15. Leeds United now open talks to sign underrated Serie A giant. He has a £19 million release clause. The hunt for a new goalkeeper is hotting up at Leeds United as Adam Underwood closes on his fourth signing of the summer, with Gabriel Goodmanson travelling to England on the weekend. Goodmanson is said to have arrived in England over the weekend before thrashing out a move to Ellen Road. The Swede moves to Leeds United after Junior Firpo's departure on a free, with a move to Real Betis likely for Junior Firpo. So this is who we're on about. This is that keeper we're on about. It's that Toronto's Van Mitrovic Savic. Leeds seem to have moved onto another target, and this time it's the Toronto Serbia international Vanja Mitrovic Savic. The 28-year-old has been on the books at Toronto for 8 years, but now could leave. After a few loans to begin with at Toronto, Mavic Savic only got going during his spell in Turin in the last 4 or 5 years. An impressive 52 clean sheets in 158 games, while with Torino on the 6'8" star. According to Gianluca Di Marzio, Milik Savic is the target for both Leeds and Antonio Conte's Napoli. Leeds have already made an inquiry to sign a goalkeeper who has entered his final 12 months of his contract. So how much will Milik Savic set Leeds back? Chelsea spent 18 months on the books at Man United without playing a single career senior game between the summer of 2014 and January 2016, and he could now return to England. After a 2-1 win over AC Milan in February, in which he denied Christian Pulisic from the spot, manager Paulinho Valeni is quoting by Tribal Football as describing the giant keeper Milik Savic as underrated. According to Damasio, Milik Savic has a release clause for foreign clubs set at £19 million. Whether the Whites are willing to splash a considerable amount of their budget on him remains to be seen. So, what do you think to him, Lee? I mean, he's a tall keeper.
He's very tall.
You know, I know he's a late developer and stuff, but he could be goalkeeper we're looking for. You know, he could be a goalkeeper Leeds United are after.
36.
Yeah, it's a good age for a keeper, isn't it? It's a really good age for a keeper. Yeah, not bad, is it?
Not bad at all, no.
The next story I want to talk about, mate, is this one as well, if you don't mind. It's an old story, but it's a new story, if that makes sense. This is again, it's from Leeds United News. Harry Diamond. Leeds United need to wake up as £30 million bargain is getting away. Angus Kinnear's Everton are leading the charge, and that, of course, is for Douglas Luiz. Apparently, we're after Douglas Luiz. Leeds United target Douglas Luiz has a very Premier League interest. Daniel Farke will be looking to dramatically improve his midfield this summer. With plenty of targets being considered defensively, the 49ers look to add Andrew Stark to the Leeds ranks. Just touched on him, didn't we? But what is really missing is a player who can balance out with Altanaka, and that could come in the form of former Aston Villa player Douglas Luiz. Luiz was offered to Leeds as Farke could complete the ambitious signing, with the Brazilian's move to Juventus not quite working out. Even though it is said that Luiz didn't want to join Leeds, no movement has been made from the white side to change his mind. And they need to wake up now, as Angus Kinnear is also keen at Everton. You know what I mean? Imagine getting him.
Yeah.
But then just recently, Man United are now after him as well. Man United face competition from Everton and Fulham for Douglas Luiz. This is on football. This come out earlier on this afternoon. This afternoon. Manchester United are one of the 3 Premier League teams who have asked about information on Juventus midfielder Douglas Luiz, according to reports in Italy. So we need to make up our mind if we want to go in for him or not.
Yeah.
You know, Premier League don't wait for you.
No.
Premier League clubs don't wait for you. You've got to act as fast as you can.
Yeah.
What do you think about Douglas Luiz coming to Leeds? If we get him, would it be a good signing?
It's good to sign if it's an after.
You think it'd work well?
Yeah.
It'd balance, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would balance it, wouldn't it? You could balance that, balancing fit that it would.
But Man United and Everton are interested in.
But Man, you see, the problem is with Man United, Man United look a million miles away from what they used to be.
Yeah.
So, why would, there's no guarantees that he's going to pick Man United in them.
No.
Do you know what I mean? No players, there's no guarantees that Man United can just snap up our best players anymore.
No.
They are in that position, them days are long gone.
Yeah.
So maybe if we do want to make a move for him, we're going to have to move quick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another player who I want to talk about, Lee, spoke about him before. Let me find it. It's Callum Wilson. Lee, it's Callum Wilson, right? Now apparently Callum Wilson has basically admitted that it's let me see if I can find it for you. There, right. There we go. So let me share this. So Callum Wilson has admitted that all good things come to an end after his Newcastle United exit was confirmed. So it looks like he's available, definitely available. Still concerned about his injury record. But he knows what back at that is. Did it at Bournemouth in Premier League, scored goals for Newcastle in Premier League. We're desperate, we need a striker desperately, I think. In Premier League, who's got experience, he ticks all them boxes. The only box he doesn't tick is his injury record.
Yeah.
So, what would you do about Callum Wilson?
It depends if the country is done.
I think he would. I do. I think he would.
But hopefully, if that passes very good test.
Well, yeah. If he passes Reading, no. I thought you meant would he choose to come to Leeds? I think he'd choose to come to Leeds. Do you know what I mean? And I think if we could get. If he could stay fit, I think he'll be an excellent addition to the squad. I really do.
But if that was coming, like all the person, if that was coming, what Bamford?
Well, Bamford's injury prone as well, just like Wilson is. That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
But who would you put your money on? Callum Wilson scoring goals or Patrick Bamford?
Carlson.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just hope he do it too.
Well, we know we can do it in Championship. We don't know if he can do it in Premiership.
Yeah.
But it'd be a brilliant player to push. They'd be good to push each other as well. You know what I mean? And the experience he brings to that dressing room.
Yeah.
You know, because remember Newcastle. It wasn't that long ago. Newcastle were in a relegation battle themselves. Before Eddie Howe took over. So, you know, he knows what it's like to be involved in a relegation dogfight as well.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the experience for that as well. If he's fit, I'd snap him up tomorrow. Well, snap him up today, to be honest.
Mm.
But it's whether he can stay fit, mate. That's the problem. And you know, it all depends on how much money it's going to cost. It's going to cost us.
Yeah.
You know, his wages and stuff. I don't know. I really don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with him.
Yeah.
Right, one more story, Lee, but keep talking because I'm going to have to find it and I've lost it. Now I'm going to have to find it. So let's just make it look like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Right, I found it. Thank God for that. Right, Lee. So this is it. You're down here, right? I don't want to lose it though. So, right, this is an article in Leeds Live. I don't normally take notice at Leeds Live, right? I really don't. But look at this, right? This will be Leeds' best, United's best 11, as it stands. If we're bringing that Goodmanson, right? So as it stands right now, Darlow in net, Bogle, Rodon, Bajol, Goodmanson, Ampadu, Tanaka, James, Aronson, Nonto, Perot. Now that's our best 11 we can put out on field as we speak, right? That best 11 ain't good enough to stay in Premier League. It's not. It's really not. It's not. Aronson. Aronson's the weak link in that side.
Yeah.
You're right. You're spot on. Aronson.
I don't know until Darlow.
So I think Darlow. I'd like to improve on him.
Ampadu.
So Ampadu. Look, we get Ampadu back. If we can get Ampadu back playing next to Tanaka, it could work. But I'd like to see another midfielder come in.
Got James.
I think James will be all right.
Ronto.
Nonto, not sure.
John Paul.
Again, unknown, not sure.
Four, two, three, one.
Yeah, that's the formation. Yeah.
Depends what Parker is playing in Premier League or in pre-season match.
Well, pre-season's going to tell us a lot. In it,
Yeah.
Formation he picks in pre-season's normally the one he's going to go with for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
But if that's the best 11 at this moment in time, we need reinforcements. We really do. You know, and I know we've been making signings. I get it, and you know, I haven't been wowed by any signings. I haven't been. None of the signings we've brought in are going to get me off my seat. Well, they can't. But you know what I mean. They're not going to get me excited. They're not. No signings coming yet. Where I'm thinking, ooh. Do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna just say what they can do.
Goodmanson.
Yeah.
Well, they're both the centre backs, the defenders, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're both defenders. Defenders don't get you off your seat.
No, but
You want strikers, you want attackers, you want midfielders, you want wingers who are going to run up pace. You're gonna, you want a new toy. You want something to come in where you're going to think we've got a really good chance about staying in this division.
yeah, I want to watch the season for him, and I'm kind of doing.
Well, the first one's Man United, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the first one.
Yeah. The next one we are at Anwood.
Is that Villarreal? Villarreal?
Yeah.
Villarreal, isn't it? Yeah.
And after that, we go to Dublin, playing AC Milan.
AC Milan.
Yeah. In Dublin.
The bigger tests to what we used to. And we're still playing Geisley, aren't we? But I think that'll be Leeds United 20, you know, B team sort of thing.
Yeah. I like going to third.
So
I think it could be your best player, but
it's not good enough, is it, at the moment?
We need a striker and a goalkeeper to win. And left back.
And left back, yeah.
We need half a difference. Goalkeeper.
Well, then Goodmanson at left back. You think he is? Goodmanson's a left back, isn't he?
We need 3 more players. We need 3 more. Striker, goalkeeper, and a number 10 role.
Because Aronson's not good enough.
No.
Fair enough. Well, there you go. You've heard it from Lee. Let me stop sharing the screen, Lee. So yeah, I'm in agreement with you, mate. I am. I'm in agreement with you. I think I think we still need. There's a lot of work what still needs to be done at Leeds.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
See what happens in mid.
The only player what isn't included in that list is that Numanka. But yeah, is he going to have to? Is he going to have to wait and game Farkas trust? And Farkas will stick with Perot knowing that he's a goal scorer.
Yeah, I'll have to push it into season match. That ball close game to find out the next game will be
In Canberra, in Kemcher, whatever it's called, in Kemcher, and see what he can do.
so can do it in the second season match.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see, mate. We will. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's one thing what we all know, guys, that it's going to need it's going to bring in a few more signings yet.
Yeah.
To make us even compatible, able to compete.
Yeah.
Because do you know who's fifth? Do you know who's fifth favourites for getting relegated? West Ham. The three favourites are Leeds, Burnley, and Sunderland. They're the three favourites. Can't remember who's fourth favourite, but West Ham are fifth favourites. I think it might be Brentford. You know.
I can say West Ham probably.
They're going to struggle if they don't, because they're not buying before they can sell. They've got to sell before they can buy. And Daniel Levy knows that West Ham are desperate for money. He's just going to hold out on his transfer and take as on as he can now because of this so-called Spurs tax. So if Daniel Levy has to pay it, he's going to make sure he pays a bit late.
I want to what I can do with what I can do.
What we can hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? You know, it's going to be an interesting season, I tell you. But it's going to be interesting right off the field up to September 1st.
Yeah.
But I would like to have all the players in before like August 14th, is it 15th? Man United.
What?
The pre-season friendly.
13th
of August. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's 30th of August. No, 30th of July.
Yeah.
30th of July. Sorry, August is when season starts. Bloody hell. So we haven't got one, have we?
No.
Wow.
No. Yeah, I think got to. I think I got 2 o'clock in
Austria, is it?
No.
Sweden.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what goes on, guys.
Yeah.
So you're looking forward to season starting now, Lee? I mean, players should be back in pre-season training, shouldn't they?
Yeah, hopefully, injuries in pre-season for match.
Well, they'll be fit. They'll be concentrating on fitness work, won't they? That's what they'll be concentrating on.
Yeah, Falcon needs partners and Falcon needs comparing.
I mean, I think we've done well to get what we've got in. I mean, Gudmundsson will be his fourth signing, won't he?
Yes, and the squad will probably be fifth.
Yeah, so we've made 5. You know, we're bringing in quality.
Yeah.
We're bringing in quantity. Whether they're going to be quality or not is another question, but time will tell. I would like to see us get some Premier League experience, proven players in low league.
I want to come on from do.
This is I'm umming and ahhing about him. I really am. It's a gamble. It's a big gamble, but he's got the experience.
Yeah.
You know, for Premier League, he really has. And I don't see any other Premier League striker being available with experience. I don't. I really don't.
No.
Not what's affordable anyway.
No, totally.
Well, hopefully he's got to. Well, I watched Mark Goldridge yesterday.
Yeah.
And they were talking in that chat about in chat.
Yeah.
They were on about they might be Calvert Lewin might end up at Man United because they're going to Gyökeres is going to Arsenal. Says they've chosen Arsenal have chosen Gyökeres over Sesko because Sesko's too much. It costs too much money.
Yeah.
That's so, and Man United haven't got the money to buy him.
Yeah.
Osherman wages are ridiculous, so they're not going to get Osherman.
Mm.
They might. So the only realistic strikers what are left is Ollie Watkins and Gordon Stewart, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. They're the only realistic ones they can get. Velovic, or whatever he's called, but it'll be too much money. It'll cost too much money. So
What's on Holland?
well, Rasmus Højlund, he could end up starting season as striker for Man United.
Yeah.
See how high you might have fallen, mate. How high you might have fallen. This is why I says I don't worry about competing with Man United for players anymore.
No.
Because they haven't got they've got no advantage anymore. They've got no Fergie.
Mm.
They've got no Champions League.
No.
Euro. They've got no European competition next season.
No.
And if they don't put their ideas up, they won't have European competition for some time to come.
Mm.
So yeah, but other than that, yeah, I mean, I know we've gone off the topic a bit with this transfer rumour show, but we always do, don't we? No, it's written down. There's the all I've got with desk is with bloody realize. You know what I mean? There's no written down.
No.
Could you see me and you working to a script? Because I can't.
No.
No, I can't either. Mate. I can't, Lee. I just can't. We got else you want to say before we start wrapping up?
Just partners and Parker.
Absolutely. Right, well, look, guys, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry, it's your channel. Sorry, Lee.
Thank you for watching Seven TV.
Have a great day, guys. Love to you all. Hope you enjoy weather. It's nice again, isn't it? Had a bit of rain over the weekend, but yeah, hopefully you're having a nice beginning of week. It's a goodbye from me, guys.
And go back to me.
His microphone's gone down again, Lee. His microphone went down again. I don't know what's gone on there, but we'll check it out. Anyway, take care. Look after yourselves. Bye now. Bye-bye.